Good day, my little robins. It's me, Beth. Another week has passed, which means you get another video from me here on this channel. And if you haven't already read the title, yes, I'm back with another manga review. And no, this week I'm not touching on Fire Force again. I am going to be reviewing Vampire Knight Volume 1. This is a classic series in my eyes. It's one of the first series I ever picked up. Yeah, so if you're interested, keep on watching. Before we begin, if you want to support me and the channel in the future, you can by clicking like to show me some love, click subscribe and tap that bell to be notified of when I upload on this channel. Enough rambling, let's just dive into some vampire romance. The story is set in Cross Academy, a boarding school which has two classes. It has a day class, which is full of humans, and a night class, which is full of vampires. Hence why in the introduction I called this a vampire romance with a little bit of, like boarding school, high school, drama. Yeah, if you really want to look at it like that, if you want to roll all the cliches into one, then pretty much Vampire Knight is that. Pretty early on, especially at the start, we are introduced to two of the main protagonists. We are introduced to Yuki and Zero. Don't know why I keep doing that, but yeah, Yuki and Zero. They both know about vampires. They were both attacked by vampires, but have very different stories. Yuki was attacked by a vampire when she was younger, and she was saved by another vampire called Kaname, who is a pureblood, who also runs the night class. And then you have Zero. He was attacked by a vampire and is slowly turning into a vampire himself, which is very hard because, he can't really tell anyone, and he has ties to vampire hunters. That's right, guys, as vampire hunters. Oh, cliches, which is why I love this series. Yes, there's also a love triangle, but trust me, it's a hell of a lot better than Twilight. Talking about Twilight, which was released in 2005, Vampire Knight was first published in Japan in 2005 before getting an English adaptation in 2006 in Shoujo Beat magazine. Yes, if you try and explain the plot of Vampire Knight to a lot of people like I have, they just roll their eyes and say, oh, it clearly jumped on the vampire Twilight hype train. I'm pretty sure Vampire Knight came first. It kind of helped the fact that vampires were very popular 2005 onwards, so it was kind of a no-brainer for an anime, or an anime was made, but a manga series to centre on vampires because, vampires were easy money back then. I only have one major issue with this volume, and subsequently, the rest of the series. My opinion will never change, and I know a lot of people agree with me on the internet, but Yuki is single-handedly the most annoying protagonist you'll ever meet. She's so ditzy, naive, and so eager to please like Kaname that it's kind of embarrassing, and this has put a lot of people off the series, but no. If you can look past Yuki, this is a pretty good volume, and I'm going to tell you why. You should probably pick it up instead of ignoring it. For me personally, Zero and the rest of the night class easily make up for Yuki's mistake as a character. For example, Zero is that cliche, no-nonsense, keep-to-himself guy who's kind of a little bit stuck up, but you find yourself rooting for him even after you find out he's turning into a vampire. Then you have Kaname. Yes, he's a bit of an arrogant pureblood, but he really cares for vampires. He wants them to coexist with humans. Yes, he would do almost anything for Yuki, which kind of annoys a few other vampires. But these characters are amazing. Okay, yes, some of the other night class vampires, they do have little moments to shine in the volume, in their introductions, but it's clear that they will get a lot more focus volume 2 onwards, because volume 1 of Vampire Knight is all about setting up the three main protagonists and that goddamn love triangle. With this series in particular, and it kind of touches upon it in this volume, you get a little insight into the life of what it's like to be at a boarding school. There are dramas and relationships between minor characters, because humans need some love too. Yes, vampires are the focus, hence the title, but there would be no drama, there would be no tension, if humans, trying to get themselves mixed up with attractive vampires who they don't know are vampires. All they know is, damn, that boy's attractive, he's attractive and I want him, I don't know he's a vampire. Yeah, there are a lot of cliches in this series, and I love it. It is a guilty pleasure read. I go back to it time and time again. If you want romance, if you want high school or school life drama, and above all, you want vampires, then give this series a go. By no means is it one of the more modern mainstream manga series, but you know, the artwork and characters and like storytelling is some of the most impressive I have ever like come across in a series, and like I said, it's why I keep coming back to it. Yes, I've also mentioned a couple of times there is an anime. I love the voice actors, but just like another series, Tokyo Ghoul, Vampire Knight, I highly recommend you read the manga because it is a little bit better than the anime. But yeah, I feel like more people, you know, need to give this series love. It's a classic in my eyes, and classics, people, they never go out of fashion. In the comments below, you know, if you guys have, you know, read any of this series, then feel free to share with me who your favourite characters are. Are they characters in Volume 1, or are they characters introduced Volume 2 onwards? Please, you know, don't do any major spoilers because I really feel like more people need to read this series, so, you know, try and keep those comments spoiler free. Yeah, you know, let's just wrap this up before I continue to ramble. If you want to support me and the channel in the future, you can, you know, by clicking like to show me some love. You can click subscribe and tap that bell to be notified of when I upload on this channel. At the end of this video, you can check out my last 2 videos or playlist depending on what mood I'm in when I'm editing. I thought natural light would be a good idea. No. No, no, no. The sun, ugh. I'm gonna try and get some better lighting. Whoever said natural lighting was the best, they're kind of wrong. Until next week, I'm Beth. Goodbye.